at that point, what was your reaction to playing those characters? And if you can go back in time and remember, I mean, not all of us have this great memory like Dennis, but if you can recall what that was like and what you felt at that time for this poster and this shoot that you were doing. Johnny?
Well, we were definitely trying to use the material that was there, and each and every one of us was grabbing different pieces. So the next one would grab another piece, and with this work and that work, and we just try to put a nice outfit together that we had a feel for.
Well, first of all, I want to thank Jonathan and the Knicks for bringing us back. This is incredible. I was probably thinking this is a clown show. I'm sitting there looking like this dude got on sweats. This dude, and to think that's why you never know, because you're making a moment, and to think that all these years, fast forward, we're sitting here and we're celebrating what we thought was silly. But credit to Coach Pitino, who you got to give him credit. When you talk about three-point shooting, people want to stop short and forget about him. He was the first guy to change the game and deserves a lot of credit, the best that I ever played for. But it was hilarious being part of it, no question.
Well, I just want to, piggyback on what Mark just said. It's a pleasure to be back up here, especially along with these guys. It's been a heck of a time being a Knick. Once a Knick, always a Knick. They always do it right. The jackets are beautiful. I think you guys did a great job with that. But I think when you look at the poster, I always look at Mark's poster, or his shot, because he's the captain. He was like the point guard that was doing everything, getting us the ball. He got his shots in, but he was getting us the ball. But it's just a beautiful picture, a beautiful photo that all of us was really proud to do. And to have it, like Mark says, at this time when the three-point shot is the game, the weapon in the game now. We were doing it back then, Rick Pitino. But the thing is, we had a big man, and his name was Patrick Ewing. Okay?
He's pretty good, right?
He's pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay, now they don't have a big man in the league. You know what I mean? He would be in the way. And really, you drove the point home. Exactly.
Yeah, what was the reaction to Patrick Ewing? Yeah. And this is a guy who can get, 25, 30 points in the paint, and now you guys are shooting all these threes.
He also thought he could shoot threes, too.
Okay.
But it was beautiful. We loved Pat and the whole 9 yards. And like I said, Rick Pitino was great in doing that, and he just kept us shooting that ball.
Well, I reiterate what Gerald and Mark just talked about. It's great for me to come back to New York City once again. It's always nice to be a part of this group because these guys meant so much to me. And playing with guys who could run the lane and fill the lanes and get to the basket, and having two great point guards who could push the ball, it allowed me to run to the three-point line to shoot three-point shots. And I can remember Rick Pitino telling me, he said, "Trent, I would never take you out of the game for shooting. But if you don't take the next shot that Mark Jackson passed you the ball, you will be sitting beside me." And that was the last time he had to tell me that. But it was so much fun to play in that system. And at that time, I think I was the oldest guy on the team at 27. So, but just to be back in the Garden once again among some of these guys who have become great friends, it's just a special night indeed.
Yeah, for me, the same thing. Like, it's a pleasure being back with these guys. We haven't been in a room together. When I look at that picture, I look at personalities, and I think you can see mine. I didn't really want to be, I wasn't into the pictures and all that. I just, let me put my sweatsuit on, let me take this picture and get out of here. But I was happy to be a part of that because obviously, I love this bomb squad thing, but I wasn't a shooter. So Rick Pitino, like Mark said, he kind of came in here and he kind of did some things differently. And he had a guy who in college, I shot 58% from the field. That was all layups and mid-range jumpers. So he turned me into a three-point shooter. And that was the last year I was a three-point shooter. So, it was a great feeling. I was happy to get some attention. This group of guys, probably one of the best group of guys I've been around since I've been in the league or when I was in the league. We had a really, really good camaraderie. Everybody was about each other. We hung out together. We had fun together. So I'm definitely happy to be back with them.